Hey everybody, this is Brother Paxton, and passing through the area here in Kalamazoo, actually in Portage, Michigan, on our way back home to Traverse City from a weekend of events in Indiana. We decided to swing off the main road and come here to my old elementary school, Comstock Green Meadow Elementary. I started kindergarten here and I went through the 5th grade. And many years ago, I won't tell you how many years ago, but a lot of great memories here that I still hold, even though I was very young. I remember one time on the playground, where we're going to try to go in just a moment, in the wintertime, I decided to put my tongue on the monkey bars. And I remember the teachers coming out with warm water to try to get me loose, and the crazy things we do when we're kids. But it's nice to come back. This is the 2nd time I've been here since we left the area and moved away when I was a kid. But it's good to be back, and it's good to be connected with the path that God has walked me down through all of my life. So we'll be right back at you in just a little bit further on down the road. And so these are the culprits right here. I don't know if this was really the culprit, if it was my head, but these are the monkey bars that I put my tongue on and had to be rescued by a teacher here at Green Meadow Elementary in Portage, Michigan. And some of this stuff, it was here then. I'm pretty sure this probably was the same one. Spider monkey machine over there, and then this baseball diamond I remember. And all the goalposts out there, that was all here. We are just surrounded by cornfields in the great state of Michigan right here. During these days, I had no way of knowing the roads that God was going to lead me down in my life, the ministry He had for me. I had no knowledge of, I wasn't even saved at this time when I attended this school. I had no idea where God was going to take me in my life, and me being able to speak to so many of you week in and week out with the message of the gospel of Jesus Christ. It's an honor and it's a privilege. And we're going to go over in a few minutes to where I used to live as a boy and look at some things over there. So I'll catch you a little further on up the road. I just want to tell you that I appreciate every one of you who follow the ministry, who listen to the audios and watch the videos and order the CDs and all of this stuff. You mean a lot to me, and I'm just thankful to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that I'm still alive and I'm preaching the gospel in His name every single day of my life. I started out here, Green Meadow Elementary. Wow, it's kind of surreal coming back. God bless you, and I'll see you a little further on up the road. Oh boy, still like a good swing every now and again. That's kind of a long movie, isn't it? So we're here now in the little trailer park where, in my young years, I don't know, kindergarten through 5th, 6th grade, we lived here. There's some of the trailers over there, but this is a huge trailer park. And so we lived off of what is called Blossom Lane, which I have a picture of the intersection between Blossom and another road there. This little road here, it backs up against a farmer's field. And when I was a boy, we would come down and go through this farmer's field. We'd take our bikes and we'd sneak out onto this highway right here. It's a real small little farm highway, not even a highway, it's just a road. And we'd ride to a little store and buy baseball cards. And I would leave my place and I'd go pick up my one friend, and then him and I would go pick up the next friend, and we'd have 8 or 10 of us, and we would sneak out. We weren't supposed to ride on the highway, and we would go to the store, buy baseball cards, and we'd open them up, and somebody would say, oh, I got Al Kaline, and I'd say, oh, I got Johnny Bench. And now you can tell when I was a kid, those guys were popular when I was a child. But now this is completely different. I was here about 6 years ago, and this wasn't even here, and we actually drove right to this road and went out to the store. I'm going to see if I can find that now. I think I know how to do it, but this is it right here. Over 40 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. I am so thankful. God has brought me a mighty long way. We'll see if we can get a little bit of footage of that field. We used to go out there, and I think it's corn in the field today. But in the day when I was growing up, there was a lot of wheat, some kind of wheat, or hay or something, and we would pack it down and make paths through there and play. I suppose that farmer really appreciated that. But we'll catch you a little further on up the road. My little day here back in Portage, Michigan. And so those fields I was telling you about, these are they right here. We'd go off into them. Like I said, it's a lot different now. There wasn't all this growth. It was more kept up. But we would go back in there, and it was corn now. It was wheat then, and we'd play. And the little road's right over there that goes around. But we would access that road through the end of the park over there where we just were. So it's been a fun little day. It's always interesting for me to look back and see where God has taken me in my life. And this is where I started in my life, basically. I was born in Grand Rapids, but this is where I spent my real young years and just had a lot of fun. God bless you, and I'll come at you a little bit later on up the road.